Season 2 is finally here, and in preparation for Season 2, we finally leveled up our wall to level 24. This is preparing us to get ourselves to City Hall, Hall of Order, call it what you will, level 25. Now, it's been a few days since we've been in Season 2, but I want to fill you guys in on everything that I've been up to in Call of Dragons since we've been in this whole new era of the game. Now, the first thing we need to know are there's been a lot of things that have been reset this season, including our policies, our artifact levels, our hero levels, which are among some of the most damning losses that we've suffered, but we will get them back. On the other hand, this offers me and all other players kind of a clean slate, a way for us to clean up the mistakes we made from previous seasons as we've now learned more of the game to prepare for this brand new era in a stronger fashion with more knowledge as a gamer. Now, as soon as we started Season 2, it started up with the trailer, which was actually quite nice if I say so myself, and it asked us what zone that we wanted to choose to teleport into. I picked Krazen because it sounded cool. However, I did make the wrong decision with that. I'm going to give you more information regarding that in my next video. So with that said, if you want to be up to date on stuff, consider subscribing so you don't miss out. So we got dropped into a random spot inside of Krazen, and the first thing that we did was we sent out our scouts so we can dispel some of the mist, because yes, in Season 2, there's mist. Now we discovered caves, villages, etc., and we had a bunch more gathering opportunities for us along the way. Now, something that we need to keep in mind is that our scouts could only stay in our area, our Krazen, call it what you will, area, which was actually kind of contained by 3 different passes. We had a level 1 and a level 2, which are going to be open for takeover in the next couple of weeks, which of course we'll be covering here as that goes down. We then started to defeat or battle and try to defeat a bunch of dwarven patrols as opposed to the dark patrols that we had in the previous season because we want to get our hero levels up. We do this with, of course, our primaries, Velen and Lilia, but not in that order. Lilia first, then Velen. You understand. Since all of our heroes have been reset to level 1, we need to start our patrols gradually, unlock the opportunity to fight higher level patrols so we can get more XP more quickly. Remember, we're sending out the heroes that we are going to battle with. In my particular case, that is 2 heroes and 2 heroes only, Velen and Lilia. There is absolutely 0 reason for me to level any other heroes except for gatherers, which will auto upgrade themselves as they're out for gathering. We do not need to send gatherers out to fight dark patrols, or we don't have to send them out to do anything but gather. They will organically be leveled. And the only heroes that we want to do any of these battles with are the ones that are going to be fighting for us in war, which for me is 1 army. Ever. A glimmer of hope here is we get to reset our talent trees as well, which is one of the other things that gets reset. And this is nice because, of course, we make some mistakes, choose some things along the way that we may not have actually wanted, but now we have wiser minds and we can actually make the right decision or better decisions this time around. So similar to the dark creatures and the patrols and all that stuff, how they started at the lower level, we're seeing the same thing being on the outside or the outskirts of the map with the resources that we're gathering. So we need to be a little bit more on top of our gathering, locking on a little bit more often to send gatherers out again. Plus, our gatherers just aren't as efficient anymore. We instantly got invited to a random clan as we joined up, and we did join that alliance, basically just so that we could start off our policies and things like that, but we know that our heart is with Blood Moon. Keep that in mind for a future video. Joining an alliance first thing is really important as well. It's going to help clear out all the mist that's around your alliance members, and it's going to just basically save you a bit of work along the way. Now, as the mist dispelled, we started to kind of check out the map, see what was going around, and we did manage to clear 100% of the mist from our area, which is always frustrating and not the most fun thing to do. However, this season I plan to get all of the mist done everywhere because you just have to, because that's where battles are going to happen. With all the excitement going on, I prematurely rushed the wall to be done, even though I didn't have anything else to upgrade or the resources to do it. I know, I should have been more patient. Now, in the spirit of upgrading, I decided to ditch my alliance and join another one called No Cowards. They were stronger in power, and I figured it was a decent place to go until things opened up and alliances were large enough for me to join back into Blood Moon or somewhere in the Blood family. Instantly, I felt a shift in power as we joined this stronger alliance. We pretty much were dominating the whole southern side of Karazhan and probably made that the most conquered piece of land amongst any alliance in the whole region. After struggling forever trying to find just the perfect spot to put my city hall.
Can I? Nope, that doesn't fit. I'm literally the worst trying to make it fit.
We finally found a spot. Took forever. As I started making myself at home, I did what I always preach, and that's to check out all of the alliance markers. That's basically telling me the things that are going on inside of the area and what I should kind of be focusing in on so that I can make sure that I'm doing the proper things to help out the alliance. So now I immediately started sending out our troops to the alliance gathering pool so you can get that big amount of resources in one stop. It's called the one-stop shop. It's just more efficient to gather that way. Of course, I visited the Augur Stone in the city, which tells us and lets us know everything that's going on throughout the season, so we know exactly what to expect. These are all alliance bases, so make sure you're in a strong and active alliance to get this done. So you want to get those rewards. Having dispelled all the mist in our region, I started to explore more portions of the map. We managed to find all segments of the Karazhan treasure map and eventually the treasure itself until we finished exploring all that we could of Karazhan, ending our first day inside of Season 2. Those maps, man, sometimes I could just literally never find the little treasure underneath. As the next couple of days passed, we realized that we were getting much closer towards the level 1 path on the south side of the region, trying to gain the upper hand and capturing it first. Now, another thing that you may notice, you could do some filtering of the map and you could find out where the better resources are to be found. As you get closer towards the interior portions of the map, the resources are going to become more plentiful, as is the competition over the better parts of the map. But it's a nice feature that you can check it out with the map as well. Keep in mind, these good spots are typically around behemoths, which we'll be fighting soon. Now it's a good time to talk about what I've had my eyes on. We have new artifacts and we have the 2 new heroes coming to the game. And although I have 160 something thousand gems, I'm saving those gems to spend on a wheel for a mage hero. I will not spend those gems until a mage hero hits the wheel. Then I will use every single gem that I have to spin that wheel to max out that mage, because I have like $500 or $600 worth of gems right there. I better put them to good use. With that being said, I had about 50 artifact keys to unlock that I kind of just saved up as the season was ending, and the best thing that I managed to grab was Lucia's horn. Probably the most annoying part of the game for me right now is all of the lore and story, because for me, I want to get right into the action. I want to play the game. Now, this is great for people that love lore and story and want to know everything going on in the lands with all the different heroes, but for me, I just want to play, so I'm literally just tapping through, trying to quickly get through the story, get the rewards, and get back into the battles.
Skip. Skip. And skip.
How many of you guys are with me on that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you like to know the lore? Over the next few days, we're going to be gathering more resources. We found more patrols and did some attacking, and our alliance was renamed the Alcoholic Ancients.
I think it's time that we should leave the alliance now. Man, I miss being in Blood Moon.
We've relocated closer to where we're building towards as an alliance. We spent hours building new roads and towers, moving ourselves closer to the level 1 pass.
Fresh air won't hurt.
As the other alliance around the region were going for level 2 passes. We increased our hero levels, gained a lot of experience fighting higher and higher level dwarven patrols. We got up to level 12 at that point. Increasing our legion capacity is obviously important. It's going to allow us to bring more troops along with us. So we've been doing that while enabling policies as we keep unlocking high-level enemies who will offer higher rewards after we defeat them. We also were taking part in Ileana's Crisis, which is going to give us more tokens to upgrade her as well, where we can summon dark forces to rally against with our alliance. And suddenly, yesterday, I got the message that we've been waiting for a brand new beginning just for this season. Looks like Blood Moon may be in our future.